for the win. Got it! Luke May!
How about them Tar Heels? They are the national champions.
We're back. Time for another edition of the Carolina Insider Rapid Reactions Edition, presented by Modelo, following a dominant win for Carolina today, 99-51, the final score. The Tar Heels lead by as many as 50 late in the game, win by 48 over East Carolina in the Smith Center. Jones Angell, Adam Lucas, and Adam, this was a one-sided affair. Carolina led for 38 and a half minutes of this game. ECU led for 20 seconds early in the contest, and that was it. Tar Heels led by 23 at halftime, stretched it out, as I said, to as many as 50. One-sided all night, and Carolina dominated.
Never felt like it was in doubt. Tar Heels did what they wanted to do most of the time. Caleb Wilson and Henry Vasar with double-doubles again. We're just getting used to it. Nice to see the Tar Heels spread it out a little bit and put four players in double figures. But overall, that was just a case of Carolina was more gifted and talented than East Carolina.
So, Adam, I know we've talked about Caleb Wilson a lot, but he's deserved it. And tonight he just hit a couple of impressive milestones. So it's his 9th double-double of the season. He's already 3rd in Carolina history for freshmen for double-doubles, behind only Antoine Jamison and Armando Bacot. And we're going to see some of just everything he was doing tonight. He also went over 20 points for the 5th consecutive game, or 20 or more points in the 5th consecutive game. Only Phil Ford has done that as a Tar Heel freshman. I mean, he's just in very rare air as a rookie for Carolina.
He had an unbelievable non-conference portion of the schedule. Of course, the league is still to come, but he's now made 83 two-point baskets as a college basketball player, and 41 of them are dunks. Half his two-point baskets are dunks. And you could see why in those highlights. He just so aggressively goes to the rim. And after the first couple games, I think we thought, well, this'll even out here at some point. It doesn't. He just keeps doing it. And that aggressive way that he plays just really makes Carolina hard to defend. And he's in some elite company in almost everything that he does.
And I talked to Coach Davis. Adam, we changed up our interview today, went with John Hullbrook, one of the end-of-the-bench players for the Tar Heels. It's John's birthday, and got some fun insight from him. So you have those two interviews coming up in just a second. Adam, Carolina's had Seth Trimble back for 2 games, and they've looked like a much different team in the pace in which they play, and just a lot of different areas that Seth seems to positively affect what the Heels are doing.
Well, Hubert Davis talks with you in this interview, spoiler, about how he wants to be the fastest team from free throw line to free throw line in the country. Without Trimble, the Tar Heels were not that. In the games since he has returned and the games before he left, they at least were in that category. He's also been shooting the ball really well, as you saw right there. Since he came back, made his first 3-pointers of the season over these last couple games. But this is what he does. He just gets to the rim as fast as he can, and other Tar Heels have to run with him, and that brings up the entire tempo of the team. Carolina
outscored ECU 17-0 on fast break points this evening in the Smith Center. Henry Vasar, another great game, 16 points, 10 rebounds, hit 4 threes in this game. And, Adam, also good to see Luka Bogovac. He had a rough patch here. He had scored just 4 total points in the last 2 games. He looked a little more like the player we have seen, put in 15 tonight, 5 of 9 from the field, got to the free throw line as well, hit 4 of his 5 free throws. Just looked more like the guy that we had been seeing.
I think the 5 free throw attempts is really positive because Carolina needs him to be that guy. They don't want him to just stand around and shoot jump shots. They want him going towards the rim like that and giving him that 3rd or maybe 4th scorer to keep other defenses honest. He was happy that he made that 3, 1 of 3 on the night for him, but just Tar Heels need him to be involved. He got 4 rebounds tonight. He needs to do something, and these last 2 games haven't really been him, so it was nice to see him look more like himself.
So all Tar Heels tonight, 99-51. So I talked to Hubert Davis. Adam talked to John Hullbrook, who may have been the most surprised person that we wanted to talk to him.
Why me?
Yeah, I think he said why me about 9 times. But we had fun. It's a little different interview, obviously. But we'll have those 2 interviews come up, and we'll look ahead after that here on the Carolina Insider. Coach Davis taking a look at that box score after Carolina's 48-point win. Coach, this was a pretty dominant performance from the start. Your team locked in and ready to go. A lot of guys contributed. What'd you think?
Yeah, I thought we were really good defensively. I thought we did a nice job communicating on our switches. Obviously, they can score in the paint, but I thought we did a really good job of shutting down the paint and rebounding the basketball. And I felt like at Ohio State, and I felt like this was even better. We're starting to get back into like transition, starting to go, And I've always said that I like to be the fastest team in the country from free throw line to free throw line. I feel like we're getting our motor back and starting to get out in transition. 17-0
fast break points to that point. Is that just Seth Trimble coming back, or are there some other things that have helped that speed back up?
I think Seth helps because he gets out in transition so much. He's going to get the ball every time, and now everybody else is like, look, I want to get into the action, so they're running as well. And I think, the 6 or 7 opportunities that we got against Ohio State just got everybody's awareness up that this is a huge strength for us to be able to get out in transition. But what starts it is us get defensive stops, and I felt like we did it for the entire game.
I know we've talked about Caleb Wilson a bunch, but 5th straight game of 20 or more points. He joins Phil Ford as the only 2 Tar Heel freshmen to do that. 9th double-double of the year. He's now behind only Antoine Jamison and Armando Bacot as far as double-doubles as a freshman. Just an incredible first portion of the season for Caleb Wilson.
Yeah, he is obviously extremely gifted. Just impactful plays, not just on the offensive end, but blocks, passes, rebounds. And, he does stuff that only he can do. I think the best trait about him is as good as he is, he's even a better teammate. He just is. Nicest, most coachable kid that you can be around, and it just bleeds throughout the team, and you're just always cheering for him. And another really cool thing about him is he's not even close to where he could be. He's got so much room to improve, and he's just going to continue to get better. It's a blessing to have him here and to be his head coach.
All right, you said not to make you emotional, but a pretty cool moment as a dad, I would think, as Elijah scores. Yvonne scored as well, the last 2 guys who had not scored this year. So great to see both those guys get into. But I have to think a cool moment for you.
It was cool for Evo to be able to score, and they were throwing the ball into the post and trying to get him an opportunity. We wanted to get John because today is his birthday, and I knew Elijah hadn't scored yet in a regular season game, and this was something that was really important to him. It was great to see his smile on his face. I heard that his little brother took off his shirt when he made the 3 and started waving it. Mom was very happy. She was emotional, and it's pretty cool. Father and son are in the record books together at North Carolina. I would have never, you think about it when he was little, and then just to see him out there, I'll remember that, obviously, for the rest of my life.
Last thing, Coach, you guys now obviously are going to scatter for the holidays.
No, we're going to stay here and just continue to do 2 days.
Just continue to practice. But a couple days here to catch your breath. Not back in action until the 30th, but then at that point it's nothing but ACC play. So kind of at this very strong break of the season. Your thoughts on where you have been so far and where you hope to go here over the next few months?
Yeah, in the locker room after the game, I told the guys how proud I was of them. I felt like, what they've accomplished in the first 13 games is real. In the first 2 months, we've dealt with a lot. And to be able to persevere and stay together and be able to play that way that we're playing, you have to be encouraged. You have to feel good about yourself. Another thing that is extremely encouraging is I don't think we're anywhere close to where we can be on both ends of the floor. But I told them it's very important that, to use this time to spend uninterrupted, unhurried time with your family and friends. It is much needed. And then we'll come back at the end of the week and start our preparation to start ACC play.
Star Skies with Florida State on the 30th, but for now, Tar Heels going to head into the holidays happy with a big win over ECU. Coach, congratulations. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Look forward to seeing you soon.
All right, see you soon, Jones.
That's Hubert Davis, guys, after Carolina wins big over ECU.
All right, it's almost Christmas, and it's John Hullbrook's birthday. And so we are here with John Hullbrook to break down the Tar Heels' big win over ECU. John, 99-51, give us your analysis of Carolina's victory tonight.
99-51, I felt like, had a great game. Obviously, the guys at the end, Blue Squad represented. So, that's big. So, yeah.
Blue Squad representing. So, Yvonne got a bucket and Elijah hit a three. That means everyone has now scored.
Hey, don't forget Evan. Evan got a bucket, too.
Okay.
Yeah.
And an offensive rebound.
And an board. It's the greatest birthday present ever.
What's the scouting report on those guys at the end of the bench? Because they appear rather unstoppable at this point in time, honestly.
There's something about it where it's like 2 minutes left and you're like, this game's over. And it's like the real guys are kind of coming out to play. Yeah. So, I don't know. It's just like the crowd gets hype. Obviously, sometimes we have an opportunity to get biscuits. That didn't happen. It was pretty close, actually. We got 99 points.
Well, I wanted to ask you about that. So you're sitting on 99. And the crowd really wants their biscuits. They already got crumble, and they want biscuits to go with it. And the head coach is telling you no. How tempted were you guys to just say, forget it, Hubert Davis, we're going for biscuits?
At the end of the day, it's a respect thing. Yeah, it's more like, it's respect. Don't just dribble the ball out, You don't want to get another bucket. Don't want to start a fight. Let's do it. We're good.
Just keep it classy.
Yeah, classy.
Okay, today's your birthday.
Yes, sir.
Give us the best and the worst thing about having a birthday this close to Christmas.
Okay. I do not like my birthday so close to Christmas because I'll have my birthday. I'll be like, Mom, Dad, I want this. I'll get it. And then Christmas, whatever. Santa will bring me whatever. And then it hits like January 1st. And I'm like, dang, I really should have got that for my birthday. And it's just like, I've done 365 days. So, yeah.
Got another 51 weeks to wait. That's tough.
Hey, 51 weeks to wait. But I don't know, yeah.
Give us a little insight into what it is like to have to guard Caleb Wilson and Henry Vasar on a regular basis in practice. Obviously, double-doubles for both those guys tonight and having a great year.
It's what you think. It's straight hell. Yeah, it's hard. But, they're awesome. Caleb will dunk on me, Henry will dunk on me, and they're just so nice about it, which honestly kind of hurts even worse. But I'm sorry, man. Coach Davis told me to do this. It's okay, man. I'm just a dummy out here, so.
John's from Hickory, for those who don't know, grew up a big Tar Heel fan. What's it like to grow up a big Tar Heel fan and then get to do stuff like what you got to do tonight, put on the jersey and go out there and play in front of 20,000 people?
Yes, sir. It's a dream come true, obviously. I remember watching all these games with my dad, and we watched every single game together, no matter what channel it was on. We had to find ESPN3, ESPN Plus. Like, we had to go to different restaurants. And I remember I was talking to my dad last year. It's like the first official summer. It wasn't really practice in the summer, but we had something in the summer, and it's like Coach Davis broke down practice. I'm like, dang, I'm really here. I'm like, wow, it's pretty crazy. So, yeah, obviously I have pictures of me as a little kid, me and my family at the games. It's nuts. It's crazy. Yes, sir.
Love moments like that. John Hullbrook and the Tar Heels defeat ECU tonight 99-51. John, happy birthday. Merry Christmas.
Yes,
Go Heels.
Thank you.
So, Adam, a very clear break here of the season for Carolina, not just in the length of time between games. The Heels don't play again until December 30th. But the fact that it is the end of the non-conference, that they have nothing but league play starting with that game against FSU on Tuesday the 30th. 12-1 through 13 games. You have the win at Kentucky where you kind of grinded it out. The great second half against Kansas where you didn't play well in the first half. It was a tense moment, and you answered the call. Some other really good wins, whether it was Ohio State or Georgetown. Carolina has not been perfect, and there's, as Hubert Davis said, plenty to work on. But, man, 12-1 through 13 games with some quality wins, some quality performances, and still room to grow, a pretty good place to be.
There's only 5 other Carolina teams this century that have been sitting at 12-1 through 13 games. So that's not nothing. You can quibble about the level of competition if you want, but the Tar Heels also beat some very good competition in that 12-1 mark. So they did what they had to do in this part of the season for the conference part of the season to be meaningful. It looks like the league's a little better this year, so you've got a chance for some even more good wins to build up those credentials as you head towards March. but the Tar Heels are in position to be in the conversation, and that's what everybody said they needed to do in this part of the schedule.
A dominant win tonight for Carolina. Heels shoot better than 50%, hold the Pirates below 30% from the field, including going 2 of 22 from three-point range. It was just all Carolina tonight. They are 12-1.
Something else about tonight, Carolina put over 20,450 people in the Smith Center on a Monday night on December 22nd to watch the Tar Heels play East Carolina with the students at home. There's not many other programs in the country that can do that.
Yeah, great crowd in Chapel Hill, and they got a show from the Tar Heels tonight as they win by 48. Well, we'll be back with you after that Florida State game on December 30th as far as the rapid reactions here, presented by Modelo, of the Carolina Insider. But for now, happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Hope you have a wonderful holiday season and enjoy some time with friends and family here over the next several days. Carolina will certainly go into the holidays happy as they beat East Carolina 99-51. That'll do it for us on the Carolina Insider Rapid Reactions Edition, presented by Modelo.
Jordan, look at that!
May for the win. Got it. Luke May.
How about them Tar Heels? They are the national champions.